Welcome to another episode of the Blood Heart Podcast. This will be one of our first video podcasts, actually. Rekka, how you doing today?
Doing good.
Hey, hello. Good to talk to you. How was your week?
Busy, but not as busy. I chilled a bit this week, which was good.
Busy, but not busy.
It's one of those weird ones where it is and it isn't.
Yeah, just like little menial tasks or whatever, like kind of keeping you busy.
Yeah, just stuff here and there.
Yeah. My week is pretty chill. Just Diablo, leveling characters. I started my last two classes for the season. I think we got Monk and then Crusader going. So not sure what I'm going to build into, but it's been fun. We have everything on the leaderboard now in hardcore. So
Yeah, that's crazy. Which is the lowest on the leaderboard? Is it Monk?
I think it's Monk, yeah. Or Satyr, maybe. They're both in that same boat. They have no augments or anything. So
Yeah, it's like their leaderboards as well. Overall, seems to be easy to get higher up at a lower level. Maybe not as many people playing them, or they're just not as tanky. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, hardcore in general is like the population's not as big, right? So that's probably what it is.
Yeah. Your wizard died.
Oh,
a horrible
right.
death.
Yeah, horrible. Deleted from
Mega
existence.
deleted. Yeah, not even a proc or anything. Deleted.
Let me grab the clip actually for that now that we're a little video action going on. Let's see. Housewarming gift, probably not that one. Rip Wizard, this might be it. So I had a Sand Dweller death. And that's my second one of the season. I think we talked about it, right? Because the Barb was a big deal.
Yeah, the Bob the same way as well.
I went from living to Thanos snapped from existence. So that was interesting. There was no cheat death. But I guess it happened so fast. Like the reflect, the molten, all the damage calculations literally just happened so fast that it didn't even register. Like it doesn't even show up on the screen. If you go frame by frame.
I went frame by frame. I put it through software. You don't see it at all, which is really weird. And then Smith took a clip of your wizard skills that you were using, and then I was reading a little bit about it, and I don't understand how the Sand Dweller got your wizard, because you were using Arcane Torrent. So when you read about the Sand Dweller, it says that they invoke a shield that protects them from missiles. Arcane Torrent isn't classed as a missile, so it shouldn't have reflected. So it can't have really been the Sand Dweller reflect that killed you, which would be really weird. I don't know, it's really odd.
It says unknown. It does say unknown under what killed me, so I don't know.
But your other wizard went the same way last season. It was the same mob, just not the same map.
Yeah.
That was all the Sand Dwellers, the Barb Sand Dwellers. It's really strange. I know a reflex can do a lot of damage, but your wizard wasn't using something that they can reflect, or so it says. So it's a little buggy.
Yeah, I don't know. It was crazy.
I was reading
Absolutely
lots
crazy.
of people complaining about it, actually, in the forums. Even back from 2018, I watched a video of a monk, and he hit a Sand Dweller. It procced and insta-killed him at the same time. And he was Wave of Light, so he'd throw in his one Wave of Light on it, got procced and insta-death. I was like...
You're like, what the
It's
hell?
been a thing for a while, apparently.
There's a long history of Sand Dweller ownage, I guess. So I've been playing hardcore for multiple years, and a Sand Dweller has never killed me on hardcore until last season with Frenzy Barb. So like the sidearm proc, which we probably talked about before, the sidearm of Frenzy like reflected off of me, I guess, because every like a few attacks you throw out like a side weapon, and the sidearm flinged out, hit the Sand Dweller, came back and killed my Barb last season, and I died on Frenzy again with Barb this season as well. He killed me through my cheat death, and Barb has that 95% damage reduction. So it's great. Like, I guess I think it's a new bug, you know? A few people think it's a new bug, but it could be, like you're saying, like a long time thing that maybe I just got lucky and just avoided it this whole time.
It's weird because it seems more to be happening more now. So I think it's been there where it can be brutal, but something has happened to it recently that's made it even worse, because especially Bob, like you said, the damage reduction is a hell of a lot. So it doesn't really make sense that it procs you and then insta kills you. It'd be interesting. Someone said about Seda as well. It happened to them with Seda, Indestructible and Akarat's. They procced both of them and then died, which was really interesting.
Wow, I would like to see that.
I've never seen anything quite like that.
That's how you take it to the next level. Yeah.
That was a Sand Dweller as well. So that was like, they were actually doing bounties at the time on T8, which is not very hard hitting, as we know. So yeah, they were doing bounties, Act 2 bounties, and Sand Dweller, both Indestructible and
just a double KO.
Yeah, insta-jibbed them over they went. So yeah, it's a bit harsh though. I don't know. I think it maybe does too much damage.
I think it's true damage. I think I said it before. I keep saying that, but I think it's true damage. Like, I don't think it's affected by like damage reduction or anything, which it should be. Because like Barb has 95% damage reduction plus I had Bandamite up, like plus Bandamite plus, you know, all my health and armor and all res. Like, there's a lot of resistances there to survive. So, I mean, I'm probably upwards toward 99% damage reduction. To think I got hit that hard, it seems like actually bonkers, you know?
Yeah. It's interesting how it says in the thing that the only exception to the projectiles is homing missiles like Hunger and Arrow, that once they get reflected, it retargets and hits the Sand Dweller again, which is really weird. Like, this is really complicated.
Yeah.
Ability, because we don't really look into what mobs actually do other than their normal affixes that they get. So it's interesting that this one mob has so much detail and so many different rules. It's really weird.
Yeah. I sent a message to the developers. Like, I know a few people at Blizzard, and I said, hey, like, you know, if it doesn't get patched, then I'm okay with it. I'm not like, you know, the whining type, I guess. I'll just kind of move on and avoid it. But I sent him a message just saying like, hey, can you look into this? Is this intended or is it not intended, you know? Like, is this something that...
A feature?
Is this a feature we don't know about? Really? Is this another one? So, so if it is, then I'll just never fight a Sand Dweller on hardcore because it's just stupid, right? It doesn't make any sense to. It's too risky and you don't know. Like, I've definitely killed thousands of Sand Dwellers on hardcore. It's just weird sometimes. There's an interaction that it just murks me. Like, it doesn't obviously kill me every time. So it's just, I think there's a bug there, but if there's not a bug, then it is what it is, you know, just kind of.
That's the thing. If it wasn't a bug, it would happen all the time and they would kill you constantly, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Because I definitely fight them a lot, so. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So, all of the sets are complete. We know that. What do you think next season's going to be? Because obviously this seasonal theme is, it's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do next season. Someone asked you in chat actually the other night, and they were asking what builds do you think they would revamp and bring back? And
I went off. I think I went off on that. I was pokey wrapping that. Yeah. There's a lot of builds that need love, you know? A lot of sets. Yeah. So next season, I've always thought it would be like a huge balance patch. Like how we had in season 12. Maybe not as big as season 12, but like a huge revamp. Like, there hasn't been a lot of changes since they've been adding sets. They've been focusing on sets. But I think like in the back of their mind, they're logging in changes for other things. So I think we'll see like a Juliana's buff, which they alluded to a year ago now, something like that, maybe over a year ago. DMO, Firebird, Inez, Rothma. Yeah, they turned Rothma into a revive set. Like they should have gave us a revive set. Well, should have is a strong word, but you know what I mean. Like that's what I want. That's what I wanted, as selfishly. So
they did hint at something changing with it as well.
Yeah.
And nothing did. So it would be interesting. Hopefully it is all the old sets revamped, because that would give even more diversity.
Mm-hmm.
And quoted recently that the meta changes every season. So if they revamped all of the old sets to be more current and able to keep up with new things, I think that would be, well, it would be a hell of a lot of work for you.
It's a lot of work when they added the the cube season, right? Because it affects everything. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work, but it's also fun. So it's a trade-off, I guess. Like even like the lawn rings could get buffed. The freaking Blackthorn set. I mean, they could do all kinds of stuff. Like they've already buffed like Captain Crimson and the Sage set. So why not like some of these rinky-dink sets we never use or something? It'd be kind of cool. You can buff the damage of the lawn rings to make up for not having that, for having to carry both rings and not the gem or whatever. Or you can give it another effect, like something, I don't know, like reduce resource cost or something, or I don't know. You could do fun stuff with everything. Like we were talking about Spider set, I would turn the Arakir set into like a Firebat set mostly, and give it like the Vampiric rune for Life Leech or things like that. Give it the Cloud of Bats rune. Just do stuff like that to kind of hone in on the play style that we already have. Like Firebats is already a build. How can we make it better and bring it back? And Helltooth is already a build. How can we make it better and bring it back? Like remove the cooldown on Gargantuans, or because you're not going to increase the AI, right? That's like the Necromancer's thing, apparently. So they want the Gargantuans to run around belligerent idiots, apparently. Like that's the thing that they want, and that's fine. Like, okay, so like how can we make it better for both parties? So I would imagine I would do like reduce the cooldown to 10 seconds or something. That way with Ingeom or Grave Injustice, you're going to be getting the Gargs up constantly. And
it would be nice, because the Witch Doctor pets are so, I don't know, they're really annoying. They will chomp on something and stay there and not move. And it's really hard to get them to attack what you actually want them to.
Yeah.
And that's why it's frustrating. But if you had a low cooldown, you can target them onto things if you're, and it would be nice. But yeah, I would like Helltooth to be something you can push with, because it's really fun to play. Whether it's, not chicken or whatever, whether it's a different version, it'd still be really fun. The pets, I really used to like Witch Doctor because of all the pets and the little psychos and, well, sycophants. I can't really call, well, they are psychos.
Yeah, they're little psychos. Like in Borderlands, yeah.
I just find it really fun. But then I see the Immortal doesn't even have the Witch Doctor. So I'm now wondering, is D4, is that going to be a thing as well? They're not going to include it there.
That was like market research. I think that it was the lowest played class in China, and since it's a game targeted for us, but mostly China, because they do a lot of microtransactions and everything. Yeah, I think that's why, is because it was like that. Somebody also said like, their culture or whatever about like manipulating the dead and all this stuff, like how they did in WoW.
Voodoo.
The voodoo is like really like not, it's like against their culture, but then they have a necromancer, so I don't know exactly where the line's drawn. Maybe because they're just skeletons, and then I don't know. I gotta learn the culture, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, like in WoW,
weird.
they had to put skin on the undead because it was like disrespectful to their ancestors or something, right?
Yeah, that's now becoming a thing for us as well. The new undead models are changed. There's no sticky out bones kind of thing. It's an option. You can optionally have skin and flesh a little bit. It's a bit weird. Yeah, I get it though. I don't know. I thought they wouldn't have necro in that case as well, like you just said. obviously it commands skeletons and
Yeah, like where the
a
bones
lot
come
of
from, you
it's
know?
a lot of it's skills as well. They're very bloody.
Hmm.
Um,
Corpse
so yeah,
explosion. Yeah.
this is
Literally.
the thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I think it was just like maybe the most unpopular class or whatever for whatever reason. So they're like, okay, let's just focus on what would do well. You know, they might bring it back in an expansion or something. So, but yeah, I don't think it's coming. I think Witch Doctor is donezo.
Yeah, which is a shame. It is fun, but they tried it with Mundanugus, but people are already kind of over that as well, which is really sad. There are the core Witch Doctor fans, but there's not many of them. I don't
Yeah.
know. Which is, it's a shame because it
I mean,
was
to be
really fun.
fair, if I was to rank the Diablo 3 classes like according to my favorite, which is hard to do because I'm a huge Diablo nerd. Man, how would I rank the classes? I would say Wizard 1 easily.
I knew that was.
Yeah, easy. Um, hmm. And then for the second one, maybe Barb overall, like just over like the whole. And then I'm actually bringing up the the classes so I can look at them. Damn, I mean it's hard, you know. So I guess it's easier to say what's the last class I would want to go if I had to pick 6 out of 7 classes. Which one would I drop? I think I would drop Witch Doctor. What would you drop?
Probably Necro.
Necro. Okay.
I have had a lot of fun with Necro recently, but overall, it has been the thing I have least played.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I've never really, until recently, I've never really gone out of my way to. So yeah, I've never truly enjoyed it.
I haven't played. I played Necro like at least 1,000 hours since release, but I think it's cool for Diablo. I think Necro is like a Diablo class where I don't feel like Witch
The
Doctor.
lore, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean Rothma is a necromancer, right? So like the first Nephilim. So maybe that's why. Or Crusader. Crusader was the second because I would rather have like a. But I had to pick out of these. But I'd rather have like a cleric, a holy cleric, or some holy fire paladin or something. I'd rather have some kind of zealot, some kind of crazy angel class to do my holy. I'd rather have so many other things than Crusader.
I was hoping for a priest.
Yeah, like a priest.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
Shadow and Holy, all in one combined, like an archangel kind of vibe going on. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, exactly. Like I like this like darker occultist kind of thing, where I think Necro fits in the space for sure.
Yeah, actually, coming from the lore point of view, yeah, Witch Doctor is the one that really doesn't really make sense in a way, unless I missed something along the way. But it's kind of, yeah, pulling on the voodoo and the corpses and things like that. Fair enough, but is it really dark enough? I don't think it is, actually. Now thinking about it.
Yeah, I think they wanted it to be like the bright and fun, like you turn into a chicken and you have like bright abilities, like bright green and crazy. And like funky outfits and stuff. So like I think they wanted it to be like the comic relief because everything's so like Vala's so aggressive. Barb, Necro, Wizard might be a little fun.
The male Witch Doctor and his Parkinson's. I don't understand. He's always shaking.
That voodoo, that judo.
Yeah. He irritates me. I never play male of anything anyway. I don't enjoy. I don't know. I think the only one that is okay is the Satyr. The male Satyr is the exception because he kind of looks okay.
Looks like Dwayne Johnson or something, yeah.
Yeah. But the rest of them, I don't know, the male models, especially the monk actually. The monk and the Witch Doctor male models are just horrible.
You don't like them?
Shouldn't. No. I refuse, me and Miyavi refused to power level someone who made a male monk.
What?
He thought we were joking. And we were serious.
Savage,
I was like, no, you have to be female. Don't do this to yourself. And the guy thought we were joking. And Miyavi was like, we can wait. So he deleted that one and made a female.
You monster.
I was helping the community. No one wants to see a male monk.
You monster. How could you? I don't like the male classes either. Typically, the male barb is cool. I don't really have a negative. I guess yeah. I mean, I don't play him either, so I'm like, that would be like me being a hypocrite if I try to defend him. It's hard to play devil's advocate when
Yeah.
I play like 0 male characters, maybe the barb, and it's hard because Sonya's super cool, female barbarian.
He's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
She's just a pure barb. Look about her. Like the male barb is okay, but I don't know. But I do wish they would change her, how she looks when you use Wrath, because I don't know, it looks ridiculous.
Oh yeah. She's like looks like crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, like the hair. What have you done to the hair? She
Super
looks
Saiyan.
like there's this like singer, and he's cooking something, and I don't know. He looks ridiculous. He literally looks like her in his music video.
What's his name? I think your mic cut out for a sec.
I can't remember his full
He just has
name.
crazy hair or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's called King something. King Africa, he's called. And partway through the video of his thing, he has this crazy red kind of plastic, spiky wig on his head. And yeah, it always reminds me.
Is that what it's like, a jester hat? Is that, or is it hair?
Yeah, it's like hair, but I don't know what happens. She just looks really weird, and I think they could have done it better. I don't know. Now I'm just picking on things.
Yeah. Like a troll doll or something? Is that it?
Yeah, she's kind of troll doll actually. I'll have to get a screenshot later of this.
Oh, it's on the
guy
video
in his
podcast
red
now.
thing.
It's here, yeah.
Yeah, it just looks, I don't know, ridiculous.
It's also like Dragon Ball Z a lot.
Yeah, it is kind of like Dragon Ball Z.
Or like
actually,
Ozaru, because they're kind of like a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
It
see.
just looks wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty close to like Ozaru they were trying to go for or something. Let me find a good picture. Like maybe one of these or something. I guess you can't see my screen, but yeah, like if you type in Ozaru Super Saiyan or something, it kind of has like that. That's kind of like how the barbs go like full beast mode, it looks like.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Mm-hmm. You're like, wait,
In fact,
what is
the
it?
guy who I was talking about, yeah, his was the same, and it was made like that. It was made out of plastic. It kind of just sat on his head, and it was pure red. Like it looked ridiculous, and it looks just like this Ozaru thing. Which is hilarious.
That's too much. So I agree. I mean, and then like necromancers when they have the bone armor and they look all bulky, it looks dumb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It should be like an aura or just like something else, like, or maybe the option to turn it off, like visually.
Mm-hmm. That would be nice.
And then because it's like you spend all your time on your transmog and you collect all the rare mogs and your colors and dyes and you pay for the collector's edition dyes, and then you never see it.
Yeah. That's the thing that kind of annoys me on my Demon Hunter in WoW. Like when you use Metamorphosis, you turn into a big demon, which is fine, but I just wish your like transmog and thing carried it over into it. So, but at least that's on a short cooldown, and it only happens now and again. But you always keep up Wrath as much as you can. But yeah, it's a bit sad. She's stunning without
cute.
it.
Yeah, I'm trying to look cute out here. I can't be messing around.
Yeah.
Looking like a
I want
mongrel.
to be naked and pink. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah, right? What the hell, man? Why are you standing in front of my dreams, Blizz?
I would like some new transmog though. I don't know if they're going to add more new things in.
I hope they add more new transmogs.
Yeah. It would be amazing to have like.
I like
Or if
things
you
to
could
farm.
get different versions of the same item and they have different colors, because I love things like that where it puts you to farm something because it has a different skin. I think that would be nice.
Yeah. That was one of my most favorite suggestions. Like Smith always calls them shiny Pokemon I want in the game, because you can get like a rare weapon skin, and then that just gives you a whole new game of things to farm. And like, even if you're like, I'm probably not going to get an upgrade, it's so rare, but I might get one of those rare weapon skins today,
Yeah, it'd
Just
be
like
really cool.
another thing to get hyped for. They need those hype moments. Like, I think.
I hope there's going to be transmogging in D4 as well.
Yeah.
Because it really makes your character your own. Even with limited transmogs, it still is, you've made your character that way. You're different to your group, and that's your kind of stamp on everything. Transmog is a huge thing in other games as well that have it, because there's so many different variations you can make. Not one person, unless they're following a straight set from somewhere, will look the same. Like, all my characters are ridiculous looking. Some of them I just give them a kobold torch
Yeah.
for their weapon, just because it's all my healers all carry a shovel as their weapon transmog, so I can bury the dead when they die.
There you
It's
go.
just it's just one of those weird things. I don't know. I like
WoW's adding. We talked about WoW yesterday on stream, and you showed me that they're adding tons and tons of more options, and I hope D4 does follow that pathway. They already mentioned that they're going to have more customizable options than ever before, so hopefully we get that level of WoW to where like one of the night elves had like a burn face, like that's like crazy for RP, or like
there's
just
so many nice things they're adding. It's insane. I do hope D4 will be the same, actually, especially little details. They did say it's going to be even more customizable than WoW when they were talking about it.
Oh, they did say that. Yeah, now I forgot WoW about that.
All these new things in. What is D4 going to have?
Like, WoW's like, hold my beer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold my beer. All right, Diablo team, you want the smoke? I'll give it to you.
As long as we don't get to the cyberpunk kind of customization.
Like anything below the belt, yeah.
Yeah, that's a little too much, maybe. But I love customizing my characters. Kind of fun, and they're adding a lot of it. New things into the barbershop as well. So not just when you create your character, but when you go to the barbershop, so many new things are added in there. So it'd be kind of cool if they would put in something kind of similar, where you can change on the fly your features or your hair, or you're not stuck with that one that you decided to make at the time. That would be...
Yeah, that'd be kind of good. That way, like, if you want, I don't know, like, you might regret what you made your character,
Oh yeah,
you might be like, I wanted purple hair.
My first night elf was ugly.
I actually wanted, a bigger mustache. I don't know, like, there's all, like, you see something on someone else and you wish you would have done that. Sometimes you get inspired by the community.
Or if you're a beard grower in real life and your beard grows and you want to grow it in game too, that would be cool if they had a slider for facial hair and things.
Yeah.
So you can kind of keep up, make your own character yourself or something. I don't know, people like to do that.
Oh yeah, like try to make it look like you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I'd be down for that. I was trying to find the customizable options, but I think I missed them somehow. For World of Warcraft, the pictures and stuff. But they're adding a lot of stuff, like eyebrows and like leaves in your beard.
Flowers in the hair for Taurens, even including males as well, actually. A lot of them are going for male and female can customize the same, which is cool. I'm for it. The Taurens look pretty cute, actually. A lot of people are saying it's horrible, but I think you have to love a Tauren to like it. I don't know. I love how the Taurens look anyway. I think they're just so clunky and cute. I don't know.
One of my first characters was a Tauren, so I'm there with you a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, they're real cuties. I don't know. Cows have really pretty eyelashes. I've always said that about real cows too. The one pretty thing about a cow is their eyelashes. And when you look at the Tauren, they have the eyelashes just like that. And I always think, I don't know, they're just cute. Their hairstyles are like okay. They're adding in more, but yeah. There's a lot of customization for the druids as well, with fur colors and different things there, which is really good. Yeah. At the minute you have to have the artifact appearances for most of them, to make yourself bright purple or green or black with the red from Legion and things.
It looks so different. Like I'm looking at a picture on Wowhead where they show the blindfold that males can get. Like I guess like the Illidan blindfold, and then they have like it's like pink hair, and then the eyebrows are different. They have colored eyes. I think you can do individual eyes now, and then like the leaves in their beard, like we were talking about. It looks like such like a different model.
Yeah, it's totally updated. It is amazing what they're adding, definitely.
Yeah. Crazy.
I think the blindfold is cool. Although I'm a bit sad because obviously I play a demon hunter mainly at the minute. And we have blindfolds here.
You're like, wait a minute. I'm an actual demon hunter, you poser. What are you doing, man? What are you thinking?
Demon hunters can only be night elves too, so... Well, on Alliance that is, because I'm playing Alliance currently, so... Where's your wings?
Yeah. We had some Immortal news, I think, right?
We did.
That was fun. Was it?
I just swallowed air and it really tickled my throat.
Did you? So we had Immortal news, but do I have a link for it? But it wasn't anything crazy, right? It was just like, hey, we're here still.
I didn't put the link in, but I have it here.
Yeah, I think it was just like mostly saying like, oh, hey, we're still working on the game. We're working from home, like during this whole COVID thing. And yeah, don't forget about us.
Yeah, it was weird. I just linked it to you. But when I listened to the thing, they said that it would be a regional beta test come the summer. I didn't think that was only Blizzard employees.
Yeah, that didn't seem like that either. Because why would you say it on a stockholder meeting? Like it's like a publicly traded company. So to announce it was intended, it's a feature. Yeah. To say like to announce we're getting the beta alpha tests during summer or whatever. I mean, we can still get it during. It's still summer, right? So, but it's weird.
While, yeah.
But yeah, it's a publicly traded company, and then they said it on a public forum, but it's not. It's not for you. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, and then they've added in. So they said Blizzard is full of passionate gamers with a diverse range of playstyles, and then they said the Diablo Immortal team is eager to see how our Blizzard colleagues around the world experience. So when they said regional testing, they've now added in, oh, actually, our Blizzard colleagues around the world is our regional testing.
Yeah.
Which is a bit weird. I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to test it around the world coming this summer to Blizzard employees around the world.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? A global release? It's going to be a global release this summer to our employees.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It was really weird.
Yeah.
I thought they would have at least chosen some content creators or something to test it out with them. I don't know. It's odd.
I got to meet a lot of the employees over the years, and they're really cool. And, but having more people look at it, you get more feedback, right? And more varied feedback, more maybe honest feedback. Not to say that they're not honest, obviously. God forbid. I just mean like, it's your employer too, right? Where I have no filter. I could be like, no, this is straight trash, right?
Well, that's the thing. And as well, if they're friends, you don't want to ever crap on something your friend has done. You can be honest to a point without being mean, but, it's how you get that across. Whereas, like you said, you're not employed by them, so you can be, as honest as you feel.
Yeah.
And I think,
I think just having more, I guess the case even, like, just to say more people, you would get more feedback regardless of any statement that I say, whether it's more straightforward feedback or whether it's better. Having more people look at it, to a certain extent, would help, I think. Even if it's like, I don't know, like let's say they do 10,000 Blizzard employees. There's probably like maybe 5K, I don't know, that they give it to. Let's just say 10,000 Blizzard employees and then 10,000 creators. or random fans chosen that opted for beta, right? Then you have, I guess, more of a perspective from both sides, you know?
That's the thing. It looks really good. Like, I don't think I've ever looked at a mobile game and thought, oh yeah, I could get on that. Like, it looks like this was made for console.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
I think they're really trying to they take it personal when they're like, it's just a mobile game. They want to make like the best mobile game. I think they did. I've been saying it since I streamed Immortal like in 2018, I believe. And everyone thought I was going crazy and all this stuff. But yeah, everyone was like, there's no way it can be good. And I'm like, this is the best mobile game I ever played. I say it over and over and over and over. It still has a cap. So like mobile games can maybe give you 90% satisfaction. They're at that cap. And then PC games can give you like 110% satisfaction. So like there's a cap there. I think that'll never change. Like there'll always be a gap. It would be almost impossible, right? Like even with Pokemon Go or whatever, like you still would probably rather play a new Pokemon game like Gen 8 or 9 or whatever. So I think that there's a cap, but for what it is, I had a great time. I got to play it 2 years in a row. It was amazing. The only problem is if it's, riddled with pay to win elements, or there's no depth there with items, or it's not fun. I mean, there could be like a lot of things, but in my experience, I had a grand old time. It was pretty chill.
I've been looking recently, and mobile gaming is really coming forwards. Like, so many companies are, selling special controllers for your phone that fit onto the sides to make it handheld. There's actual gaming phones. So people scoff at mobile games, but actually it is a culture. So many people actually really play these. And I read an article yesterday that was saying people that laughed at Immortal, Blizzard know what they're doing. Look at the success they've had with Call of Duty Mobile, for example, and they use the statistics from that. And, Blizzard were like, yeah, you may have laughed at them bringing out this mobile game, but they've put so much work into it so far, and we'll only release it when they're happy with it.
Yeah.
And, I linked to you in the document that Tencent must think that it's something as well, because they released their own version only in China. It's only in Chinese, and it's called Raziel. And I was reading about that, and it is very visually similar to the UI that Immortal is using, and I think that's why we're seeing Immortal is changing a little bit. So there's a few, I looked at the years, so 2018, 2019, and 2020, and the UI is changing ever so slightly between the three versions. And then I looked at the game that Tencent have made, and I was translating some of the reviews and looking into it a little bit. It's not that big. It's like 1.89 gigabytes. And like I say, it's only in Chinese, but people have issues with it. So unlike Immortal, where we know how Diablo works, you kill something, you loot a chest, there's loot in it, and things like that. This game, however, people are really complaining. There's a guy...
This looks like a barb right here. I'm looking at the footage. Wow.
Yeah, it is so similar. And the guy's like, after I reached level 60, I still couldn't collect a basic build of equipment after spending a week fighting monsters. He spent 80 hours in the game and said the game is trying very hard to make you pay. It feels like it's either urging you to quit or actually buy something. Yeah. And then another guy was like, he's been playing 16 hours a day playing the game, and he said the loot they give you after reaching the max level is garbage. They look good, but they don't actually do anything. Slow map loading times, limited playable character classes, and a poor in-game shop design. So it's scored a 4.1 out of 10, and that's on 8,300 plus reviews, which is pretty poor. But yeah, Blizzard as a company, they don't generally put something out unless they're certain that it's gonna
like they had somebody else make the framework, so they're gonna like oh, okay, thank you for like whatever. This is like the framework that everybody seems to use, And then they'll just Blizzard polish it up and make it like you take like an old car and restoration that. That's what it looks like they're doing.
Yeah, because this game, looking at it, the Razor game, it looks like the very first time we saw Immortal, but actually worse than that, because even the very first look at Immortal was quite nice looking, and it's just got nicer as time's gone on. The new recent ones is pretty as hell, apart from the very big chest, but I suppose if you're on a mobile, you need to see that chest, and yeah, it looks weird on a PC with it being so huge. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. I don't think the cash shop is going to be anything major. Someone mentioned on the other game that I translated it, and Chinese is hard to translate, but he mentions you get minor secrets that are for the Great Mystery. They're keys to the Great Mystery. So I'm guessing that's going to be the Greater Rift kind of deal.
Yeah, the greater run. Yeah, they're just like trying to put something else there. Yeah.
Yeah, so he then said if you want to get more keys, you have to pay for them. Not the gold you get in the game. I don't think Blizzard would do something like that. Be very foolish of them. There might be options for cosmetics though.
Yeah, China might have like a different, structure than we have, right? Because they're just a different culture. Like even like Diablo itself, Diablo 3 has a cash shop in China, but not in the Western markets, right? So they might have even like if they release it and there's like all kinds of pay to win elements, it doesn't mean that we'll get that either. So
yeah, exactly. They do things very differently in China. They have a lot of things they can buy. Destiny even. They can buy things, exotics in game. But that's usually because of how they play in the cafe and things. There's a weird, I can't remember what it's called, but there's a law, something going on where games give them access because they have limited hours because they're not playing from home.
Like if you guys don't know, like they basically can't own the game. They can only play it like at an internet cafe. Like there's like that famous story of that poor gentleman that passed away playing World of Warcraft for 72 hours in a cafe or something like that. Like
that was
because you can only play in the cafe, so like you can't really own the game. So since Blizzard can't sell copies, or video game companies can't sell copies, they have to sell like MTX and stuff like that. Like that's how they make their money. So everything's basically free to play at the cafe, I think, but you buy game time. You buy game time and MTX, and that's how they make their money. So like,
yeah, the games are already on the computers. From the Destiny point of view, I looked more into that. In South Korea, it was talking about it, and because people were complaining that they can go on the Asia servers, but they can't actually buy anything. Well, yeah, you can't because it doesn't work like that. But yeah, from the gist I got, they have computers in the internet cafe. The games are on the computer, and they have all their own logins. So if you play WoW, you have to buy your sub, Destiny, so on. So yeah, it's pretty interesting.
It's like if I charged you like, I don't know, $10 an hour to come in my second bedroom and like play on my stream room, right? Like I've had a stream room, but then you just like, I'll charge you $10 an hour, and I have all the games on my PC, and you can just use it however you want. And then your time's up, and then you go home, and then you come back, log in the next day if you want, like an arcade.
It'd be cool if other countries did it though. I know that sounds weird, but it's weird to think that not everyone has a PC, but we know when people come in, they play console, so it would be kind of cool. Like if there were more cafes like this in other countries. I don't know, I think it'd be nice to have more people be able to get into PC gaming and not have to do the whole initial output of it.
Yeah, it'd be like a barcade, like a barcade, but for like more expanded. Like a cafe barcade would be kind of fun.
I grew up with internet cafes, but they weren't for gaming. They were for if you wanted to, send emails or chat rooms and things like that. There was never any gaming.
Yeah,
and
chat
they were
roulette.
always seedy
what are you doing?
looking.
Yeah.
They didn't look very nice, but it's where you went if you wanted to print something. Because not everyone had a printer at home. It wasn't a thing. Like,
yeah.
still have print. But yeah, it's a weird thing. But they just disappeared. I don't know what happened. I know everyone got internet at home and things, but yeah, they should have stuck around and gone into the gaming route. It would have been really cool because we had arcades and we were saying, a while ago, kids don't have that anymore. They have their Xboxes and things at home. No one really socializes other than online in games anymore. You don't physically go somewhere to play games. So I think it'd be nice.
Yeah. And pretty cool. So there's been another game out that's been taking Twitch by storm, kind of. Called Fall Guys, it's called?
Uh-huh.
Fall Guys,
This game is what 2020 needed.
Yeah. This is what we needed. All right. This is like, if you guys don't know what Fall Guys is, it's like a Mario Party BR, I guess, is what I call it. But let me play the footage here. It's fun. It's like a giant BR party game kind of thing. And let me just make it full screen like that. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty cool. As you can see from the footage, if you're watching the video version of the podcast, sometimes there's team games, sometimes there's individual challenges. And like you try to just push the soccer ball in the net, like it's the most basic thing ever. But since you run funny and you move funny, and there's like so many people, and you can like grab other players, it's like a $20 BR party game. It's a good time. I only played it yesterday for like maybe three hours or so, but it was quite enjoyable. Yeah, I'll probably play it a few times this week, and and then like you can level up different things, unlock new cosmetics and things like skins, all kinds of stuff. And there's a cash shop too, but I think it's only cosmetic. I mean, how could you do pay to win anyway? Like in a Mario Party game. I don't know. So
I think the funniest thing, I don't know if you can show the clip, but PlayStation had a top 3 tips how to get ahead in the game. And the third one, I don't know, it cracked me up. I watched it a few times and I couldn't stop laughing. I probably found it more funny than it actually was, but it was the make friends then betray them, and they made a video and they were running along together like they were friendly, and then the other guy, he flopped and kind of dropped the guy. It was on the hexagon maze. I think you went on.
Oh yeah, the hexagon. Yeah.
And on that, and they were running along together all friendly, and then the other guy pushed him and he just fell through. And I don't know why, I just found it hilarious because I was thinking, yeah, that would happen like to you, because you had some very aggressive pigeons and pineapples.
Yeah, and I started judging people by their transmog, like, oh, the pineapples are the most aggressive or whatever, and
they really were.
And the pigeons are the second most aggressive. It's kind of fun. Yeah,
it's funny.
It's funny. Like I try to like troll people too. I'll try to like grab them, and then like you end up eliminating yourself in the process or something. It's kind of interesting.
The one guy you were holding last night, and you were going, "Look at me,
look at me, damn it."
It's a really wholesome game. It's so simple, but I think that's what makes it so good. Like cheaty ways you can even get an advantage. It is literally you're thrown in with the other people and you've got to magically come out on top. I think it's amazing. Like Fortnite, you've got to build. It's a build battle, let's face it. You can't outgun anyone. You have to be able to build. So there's, if you're good at that, you're good at that. But this game, there's none of that. You can't, can you be better at jumping? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can have like, it's like a little platformer status. Like you can like jump and land, you know what I mean? Like there's a little bit of platformer skills there, I think. But I know what you're saying. Like you could be really good and then somebody can bump into you and it moves you off the ledge, or it blocks you, or like there's like a seesaw one and everybody goes on the left side and you're stuck on the left side because no one's on the right side to balance it out, and you're just like falling off constantly. Or there's like things that it's 60 people, right? So it's like there's like, if you're watching the footage right now, like there's 60 people, so it's like a Black Friday wholesale madness, right? Everyone's trampling each other and stumbling, and it's kind of fun. Like I don't know how long this will last, but I've had a fun time with it. I want to play it with my siblings. If I don't know if it's on Xbox or if it'll ever come to Xbox, but it'd be fun.
It might do. I think it's probably they would miss out if they didn't take it to Xbox and the Switch as well.
Yeah, the Switch, yeah, because we all have Switches too, yeah.
It would be amazing to have it on Switch as well. I haven't played it yet, but I'm definitely going to when my other shenanigans calm down.
Yeah.
Because I'm literally doing just gold making all the time recently.
Trying to get that long boy, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah. I made like 1.3 million this week, and I wasn't really doing.
Dang.
I need to up my game a little bit and get it finished because it's driving me insane. But these guys are actually really cool. I don't know if you ever saw the Hatoful boyfriend game. I can now see why they have a pigeon in Fall Guys, because that was it sounds ridiculous if people don't know what that game is. It's a pigeon in a school, and it's kind of like the love life and of the pigeon. It's really funny. Yeah, they also made that. So these guys must be just really...
Oh, the same developers, I see.
Yeah. So they're called Mediatonic.
Okay.
Put a little picture of the guys who are the guys from there. And they seem really nice. I was reading their Twitter and they're very excitable. They got verified on the same day as launch on Twitter, and it's already been ripped into a mobile game. And he tweeted a screenshot of the version of the mobile, and he was like, "Look how they massacred my boy." Like,
it seemed like fun, yeah.
Was so bad.
Yeah, I'm looking at the different games that they're making and all that. Yeah, it looks like fun, you know.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Join the team, and then just like it's all creative and funky. I like it.
It is very cute.
Ultimate Knockout. Did they make?
Oh, sorry, go on.
Did they make these Gears pop figures, or what is that?
Oh, that's a game, a mobile game. Wow. I think. I was looking at a little earlier, and it said it was on the App Store. I don't know what it is, but I haven't looked at it properly. But they made that too.
Oh wow, that's kind of cool. Little more stuff that they're working on. I'm sure it's fun. Murder by Numbers, 90s fashions.
I think they've done some Harry Potter something as well. I think I saw.
Yeah, it says, and then Fall Guys, PlayStation and Steam only right now. No.
Yeah, they should expand, branch it out, because they had such a massive buzz. Like, how many people are playing it, like, at the minute even?
They have another Switch game, so I don't know. Lights, Camera, Murder by Numbers. 90s fashions, upbeat jams, sass dialed up to 100. Questionable jokes, drag queens, all more awaits. Murder by Numbers. So they make kind of funky games. It's kind of, they gotta have that style, and it's on the Switch and Steam.
Well, for the middle of the day or morning there, it's still doing really good on Twitch, like 267k viewers.
Oh, is it? Dang.
Yeah, especially with it being so early in like your side of the world. That's pretty big. The only thing beating it, I think, is... I don't think there is, actually.
Their other game, Murder by Numbers, got on Steam 86%, very positive. It's $15 game also. So their other game's 20. Oh, here's that boyfriend pigeon game.
That is an amazing... It's
very
hilarious.
Positive. What the heck?
Hey everyone, it's Stinky Beak
It is a really
2044.
fun
Thanks
game.
for watching the
I've watched a few playthroughs of the Hatoful boyfriend, and it's such a meme. I don't know.
What the hell? These guys are crazy. I like it. Oh my god. Well, that's a developer to watch. I mean, they've been doing some fun stuff and mostly all positive. Even the pigeon game is very positive. It's very positive at 100%. Wow, 100%. Recent reviews 100, overall 94%.
They actually got negative bombed, and have managed to get that back up to very positive.
I saw that. Yeah, he was on Twitter, and they almost never talk about it on Twitter. I don't think He was like publicly saying we're getting review bombed. That was crazy. I saw that.
Yeah. And they managed to turn it around like in the same day to very positive. Now that is crazy.
Yeah, that was awesome. They were like, can you guys please just wait 24 hours? We didn't know we were going to be the freaking mega popular. There's just really nothing out right now. Like anybody that releases a game, like everyone's like, oh, Ash is a creation and all this stuff. I'm like, honestly, now is the time. We are literally bored. There's nothing happening, right? There's nothing. PoE is having a bad season. Or not bad, but you know, it's like mid to late, and it wasn't their most popular either. Diablo wasn't the most popular seasonal theme, and it's mid to late season. WoW is at the end. I feel like there's a lot of like for RPGs or just fun games, like Animal Crossing Wave is over for the most part. Pokemon already had their like a lot of things. I feel like this is like the time to release something. So you're gonna see games blow up that are good or fun to play right now. So like now's the time to do it. If you got, just put it out. You know, like they had
There's so many good ones coming as well. It's kind of exciting.
Yeah, true. The end of this year will be really good for gaming with, you know, Assassin's Creed, Cyberpunk, Shadowlands,
Watch Dogs.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Yeah.
So excited about that game. I'm biased though because it's set in London, so
London.
I'm a little biased.
Yeah, that's cool though. Look, you can see me on the podcast or in the video right here. I'm grabbing people and trying to get them to get hit by this stuff. I'm so toxic. even I'm the one who got hit, it's just fun. I'm taking you with me.
You had so many funny moments, like the spinny thing when it hit you and you run back up and hit you off again. Like,
it's like, okay,
I don't know.
and we're coming back.
It is just perfect. Like the map possibilities as well and the mini games is going to be endless. Like, I don't know whether they're going to do a kind of, well, they seem to have a battle pass actually. That's free. I'm guessing
it's a free battle pass, and they have like a cash shop separately. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Pretty cool.
I'm into it.
I think that'll be all for today. I always say I have to abruptly shut it quickly because we could just talk forever, I think.
Yep.
We had that thing where we could just keep talking. Yeah. Do we have any questions?
We didn't.
No questions. Oh my God.
No, they don't love us this week.
They don't love
Everyone's
us.
playing with the beans.
I think because I'm live too, like, you know, 50 hours a week, and people ask me live all the time, and then I just answer it, you know? So it's like, there's really nothing that I haven't answered since I'm so available, like on YouTube, and we're both in stream on a lot all week. So things like that. So if you want to leave us a question, you can go to our Discord, right? There's a link in the video version of the podcast, or if you go to my stream, twitch.tv/bloodshed and type !Discord, it'll pop up a link to our Discord server and join us. And we're gonna be doing a lot more stuff on the Discord server for sure. So definitely join us there. Thank you for always putting these together every week. I always have to thank you because, you know, it's a lot of work sometimes. Sometimes it gets, you know, the news is light for the weaker.
It's funny because we never, even though it seems like nothing's going on, we never fully get through everything. I always I don't know.
The topics, yeah, no, it's good. That's a good thing. Is to we have more in our bag if we had to, right? So that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can always support on Patreon. We have merchandise, Bloodheart merchandise. We have all kinds of stuff like that. So again, thanks for everybody for listening, and we will be back next week. Peace out.